Everyone wants the latest gadgets in their cars. That's why manufacturers are increasingly offering a wide range of functions, from the usual media players and satellite navigation to internet connectivity and smartphone mirroring. And so here at Carbuyer, we have done some in-depth testing of their individual systems to see just how easy they are to use, to assess their performance for sound and vision, to test their connectivity, and also see just how good their route guidance is. And of course, we've also looked at how much some of their additional features cost. In this video, we are testing BMW's system, known as iDrive, and it goes into all models in its range, including this 3 Series. Our experts, car reviewer Rebecca Chaplin and technology journalist Jonathan Bray from alpha.com, will use a wide range of tests to grade the systems across 5 key categories, starting with usability.
Although it took 6 steps to tune a DAB station, it only took 14 seconds because it's really easy with the twisty wheel and everything's really clear on the screen. There's fast keys as well, which you can tune in your DAB stations too, or things like calling your favourite people or to go home. The driver data is really thorough on the BMW. It will tell you things like your oil level, what services you need to get, and loads of stuff like that, and you can see it on the driver dash as well. It's very easy. There's no touchscreen with the iDrive system, but you do get the swivel wheel, which can go side to side, up and down, and twist all around as well. And that means that because the way it's displayed is like pages basically, so when you go to a new page, you can always click to the left and go back to the page you're on before, rather than having to press a menu button, go back to the home screen, and then put everything in again. If you want to go to navigation, radio, media, any of those functions, there's a button for each of those next to the swivel wheel, as well as a home menu button, which means once you've learnt where they are, that's really easy and you don't have to take your eyes off the road to go straight in. All of the heater controls are through real buttons below the screen as well, and they're actually nice and high up compared to some other systems, so you can see them in front of you. Overall, I would rate the iDrive system 5 out of 5 usability because it's just so easy.
So the BMW system is super fast, screen to screen. It does everything you want really quickly, and the knob on the center console here makes scrolling through long lists of tracks and destinations an absolute doddle. So the quality of the upgraded screen in the BMW is fantastic. It goes really, really bright, brighter than most smartphones, and it's really, really easy to read. So the audio system is excellent. There are very few cabin rattles at low bass, but there is a little bit of a hole in the frequency response, which means that vocals can sound a little bit nasal. The voice commands in the BMW system work really well if you can remember them. The trouble is there's quite a few of them, so if you can't remember them, it gets a bit fiddly. But for the BMW system, I rate it 5 out of 5 for performance.
Putting in an address on the iDrive system has got to be easier than any other sat-nav because you can use the wheel to select letters, or you can use voice, but you can also use your finger to trace the letters in, which is so much easier than having to try and choose it on a screen. And then once you've done that, you're straight in, just go and you're off. There's not actually any button for postcode, but you just go straight into town and you can either put in a postcode or your town and it will just take you straight there. It's very easy to find a point of interest. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is there's loads of subsections and things like if you're trying to find a petrol station, it'll ask you if you want petrol or diesel, and I don't know of any petrol station really in the UK now where you wouldn't get both. On the test route that I took, the point of interest was there. It was very easy to find, very easy to follow it. Although the destination, it does give you the same time as Google does. Once you hit the road, the traffic information comes up and it will start adding to your time, but it is always accurate and it will steer you around those things to try and help you. And again, it's one of those systems where you've just got to trust that the BMW knows best. Even if it seems like a silly route, it does know what's right. It's also got speed camera alerts and other alerts for useful points along your route, which is really handy. You can see on the map that there's things like coffee or petrol. I'm going to give the BMW iDrive system 4.5 out of 5 for sat-nav because it's an almost perfect system. There's just a few niggly issues.
So the Bluetooth connectivity in the BMW is really easy to do. It's really simple. It doesn't require many steps. There's no Android Auto or CarPlay, but you do get a 3G connection. There are apps you can install from the Connected Drive store. There's a concierge system that you can call to send destinations to the sat-nav as well. For connectivity for the BMW system, I'll give 4 out of 5.
You now get the iDrive system with the sat-nav across the range in BMWs, but for what we've got in this car, that will cost you extra. It's the media package, which costs you £900, and with that you get concierge service, the full sat-nav system, online services, and the bigger screen, which is really, really easy to read. If you want Wi-Fi though, that's going to cost you extra. Overall, I'm going to give the BMW iDrive 4 out of 5 for cost, because although it's expensive, it's actually quite good value for what you get.
So taking the average score for the 5 categories, the BMW iDrive system scored an excellent 4.5 out of 5. To watch our reviews of other infotainment systems, click on the individual manufacturer's badge. Also, click on our logo to subscribe to our channel, or on the links below the video if you're watching on mobile.